This.
What's up, family? So y'all boy Pooh Shiesty, he don't miss, man. He don't miss. He out there on some BS. So let's go ahead and get
album that Pooh Shiesty just dropped is gonna get him life in prison. Let me remind you guys that Pooh Shiesty is currently in jail, facing Fed charges that could land him in prison for the rest of his life. That is not out of the realm of possibility.
Justice Department is laying out some details about this crime involving some big-name rappers, Gucci Mane, and 2 other industry pros who were apparently kidnapped and robbed, according to the Justice Department, by Pooh Shiesty, by Big 30,
This is
along
crazy.
with some others. A total of 9 suspects have been arrested. So here's what we know.
How do y'all feel about this? Please drop in the comments. How y'all feel about, I think he's already probably going to do something close to life for the robbery. And they probably already got enough evidence. Do you think the lyrics, his album, is going to actually increase the evidence? Or do you think they got enough evidence? But I think they already got enough evidence. But y'all let me know.
These DOJ officials say Gucci Mane was lured into what was a fake business meeting in Dallas at a music studio.
Right.
That turned into what they called an armed takeover, where Mane and these others were held at gunpoint. This is back in January. They got robbed of their Rolexes, their cash, their jewelry. At one point,
That's
Gucci
crazy.
Mane was even basically forced to sign a release from a record label. Priscilla Thompson is joining us now.
It's crazy.
It is wild stuff, Priscilla. What else happened?
Yeah, Hallie, unbelievable, made for the movies kind of stuff. So Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane's record label. So this business meeting was scheduled in January at a recording studio in Dallas, and Pooh Shiesty shows up with 8 other people. You mentioned Big 30. Also, his father was among those with him, and Gucci Mane shows up with 2 people. They're all in this recording studio together. Pooh Shiesty says to Gucci Mane, "Can we speak privately?" And he allegedly, according to this complaint, asked Gucci Mane to sign a release form that would release Pooh Shiesty from the record deal. Gucci Mane declined. They argue back and forth. Pooh Shiesty asked someone to bring him a bag and pulls out an AK-style pistol, according to this complaint, and demands that...
Just them saying this on the news is crazy, bro. I think it is so crazy. Like, for him, he really pulled out an AK-style pistol, ARP, and up pipe on Gucci and try to force him to get out the contract, bro. They're saying it on the news.
Gucci Mane signed this document releasing him from the recording deal. After that document is signed, then he goes on, Pooh Shiesty, to steal Gucci Mane's wedding ring, other jewelry, his wallet. And then the small group of individuals goes back out into the larger group that's in that recording studio. And apparently all 8 of the other men who were with Pooh Shiesty pull out guns and began demanding property from Gucci Mane and the men who were with them. So we're talking about Louis Vuitton bags, Rolexes, cash, wallets. There's even physical...
I didn't even know they took Gucci Mane's wedding ring and forced his earrings off. So they actually robbed Gucci. That video wasn't all of it. They actually robbed him. Is that true? That's what they saying? Man, y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. This is crazy.
Where there are photos of people with scratches. At one point, the complaint says that there was a man who had a gun put to his head, and they believed that they were all going to be executed. But they were allowed to leave eventually.
And people, here's the good part, all right? We don't even have to use our imagination. It all took place on camera for us to see.
Shit, shit. You dropping this done deal. Bro, let me know it's a done deal, bro. It's a done deal.
Damn, they pulled that gun out.
No, see, Pooh Shiesty dropping 10 cents.
See, I just rewatched the video. Gucci was actually walking to the door, and dude pulled a pipe out. Right there, he pulled out ARP right there and was like, bro, you ain't going nowhere. Gucci took a couple steps back. So you saying after this video, they actually took his earrings, took his wedding rings, and robbed them out of Louis Vuitton bags and shit? I ain't know that. That's crazy.
Real nigga ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Real nigga ain't never did no police shit or none of that, nigga. Like, that's not gonna help you, nigga. Gucci sitting here like, man, this nigga whole stone cold goofy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of these niggas.
We just did that. That's done. What you do?
I don't even understand that.
You said you want to be dropped. You dropped.
Hands in his pocket.
It's done.
So, yo, I'm more impressed that, yo, the Pooh Shiesty thought this would work. Watch this.
Dropping this done.
Yo,
bro, let me know it's a done deal.
I am more impressed that Pooh Shiesty thought a video of
somebody literally pulling it out as he's trying to walk. At that point, this is kidnapping. I'm being held against my will. I try to walk out. You up, right there on me like that. All right. And you got it on video. Appreciate it. Thank you for recording it too. I appreciate that, dummy. Man, I ain't never seen this guy
pulling a gun out on Gucci Mane, as he's confirming he dropped them.
They must have had some real beef while he was locked up. Like they must have had some real like words for each other. Like I thought Gucci was taking care of Shiesty, and you know Shiesty he looked like he came home well paid, but you know they must have had something must have went down behind the scenes to where you know Pooh just lost all respect for him, and it seems like Pooh just seemed like was just in jail. You know, we did the last video on a correctional officer. He was talking about how calm Pooh was in jail and stuff like that. So it sounded like Pooh was just in jail, and when he got out, he came home tweaking, bro. He came home tweaking, probably wanted more, held it down, felt like he wasn't getting, you know, the right type of pay. Because I will say this, once you sign that deal, the first time, and I'm not saying this is the case, but once you sign that deal when you broke and you fucked up, it's easy to take what money they give you. But he probably sat back while he was in jail and got to look at the numbers and got to see, you know, how much money he actually making, and probably wanted a pay raise, you know. And, you know, a lot of businesses are reluctant to do that because it's more than just a pay raise. You just looking at how much money that came in, but there's other things, other people that got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's probably one of those things where Gucci probably got to make something make sense over here, and Pooh Shiesty being impatient, or Pooh Shiesty not trying to hear that. Or he wasn't trying to meet in the middle. It sounded like something like that, because it don't just sound like you'll come home with all these millions after doing 5 years and just crash out. It was probably something with the money for sure. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm so confused as like what possible outcome that Pooh Shiesty
what else would it be
other than him being arrested and put in jail? But here's the thing, okay? If the footage of him robbing or kidnapping Gucci Mane was not enough, okay? If the eyewitnesses was not enough, Pooh Shiesty just dropped an album, and he did everything possible on his album to get himself a life sentence. This album was nothing short of a self-incrimination.
How y'all feel about that album? I heard a couple songs on it, but how y'all feel about that album? Y'all let me know. And y'all want to hear me react to that one?
In a statement on himself. After kidnapping Gucci Mane, holding him at gunpoint with a Draco, robbing him, and then robbing the people that he was with a Draco, Pooh Shiesty raps, "Swear with that Drake, I do ish bogus. Go ask blank," which I can only assume stands for Gucci. Go ask Gucci.
Been married to the streets, but I ain't have to walk down the aisle, nigga. I took a life, earned some stripes, and the one on a foul. Nigga, swear with that Drake, I do shit bogus. Go ask about it, nigga. Wow. And he says, finna tell the difference. They trying to live what they rap. Meanwhile, I'm rapping how I'm living. Rapper-wise, he might be king. In the streets, I'm the governor, nigga. Damn, he talking crazy. I ain't know Pooh was talking like that. Oh,
about it, ninja. Then he goes, "I know why most rappers are bees, and I'm finna tell you the difference. They try to live what they rap. Meanwhile, I'm rapping how I'm living. Rapper-wise, he might be king. Gucci Mane album in 2015.
He's talking about Gucci. I was just going to say that. He is talking about Gucci right here for sure.
Called King Gucci. Rapper-wise, he might be king. In the streets, I'm the governor, ninja.
Governor, nigga.
Swear with that Drake, he says it again. I do ish bogus. Go ask blank Gucci about it, ninja.
And one gonna foul. Or with that Drake, I do bogus. Go ask about it.
You see what I'm saying? So now you go ahead and do that shit online. Now it's like that's blunt evidence. It's like that's just like, all right, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like you just told on yourself. So it's like you want to go to jail. Cause ain't the point, bro, ain't to go to jail, ain't to get locked up. That's not the point. When you watch Power, the point is nobody's trying to go to jail. Nobody's crashing out to go to jail. They trying to beat the feds. They trying like that's not the point of the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a street nigga be like, man, I can't wait to go to jail tonight. I'm finna do everything in my power. Like unless you got something else going on. You know what I'm saying? Like what he did right here and then he rapping about it. That's simply I want to go to jail. That's not even nothing. That's not being tough. That wasn't, you didn't get no cool points for this. You just tweaked out. You just lost your position because you didn't need to do it. It'd be different if you was struggling. You robbed Gucci because you down bad. You robbed him for his shame. He'll never see you again. He don't even know who robbed him. You go back to the hood like, nigga, we just robbed Gucci, man. All right, I can understand young broke niggas on the hunt. They robbed Gucci, got away with it. All right, you get some clout in the hood for that, and dumb street niggas, they gonna give you some clout for that. But what you did, you overly rich and you just threw it all away for no reason. Niggas looking at you like a straight goofy. Ain't nothing about this cool in a million years. Ain't nothing about this cool.
Most rappers don't finna tell you the difference. They trying to live what they rap. Meanwhile, I'm rapping how I'm living.
How I'm living.
He might be king in the streets, something to govern. Or with that Drake, I do focus, go ask about it.
I can't even call that self-snitching anymore, bro. I think at this point, Pooh Shiesty has fully accepted he's gonna do a long time in prison. He's caught on camera. There's really no way to fight this. They got the Draco on camera. Like, they're kidnapping him. They're holding him hostage. They're making him, say on camera that he's released. They just made him sign the paperwork, right? Gucci Mane is telling. The witnesses there are telling. Like, there's a 0% chance he beats this because, well, they're telling, and it's on camera. Yeah. So he fully understands what he's about to get himself into, right? He don't expect to beat this. He has came to the realization, and the realization is he's gonna go out his way, and his way is robbing Gucci Mane and then bragging about it on a record, even though he's a part of an active Fed case.
But he didn't have to do that. Like, he didn't have to do none of this. He didn't have to rob Gucci Mane. He could have came home and just did what he needed to do. So that's what I'm saying. It's crazy to me how you just accept just throwing your life away. You got everything. I mean, it's to each his own, man. But if anybody looking up to Pooh Shiesty, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. He is not. I was talking to somebody in my comments about that. Pooh Shiesty is not an idol. He ain't nobody idol, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't look up to nobody like Pooh Shiesty, because that's not cool in a million years. You know what I'm saying? Everything he doing, everything he talking about, the shit he rapping about, I'm rapping how I'm living. Like, you know what I'm saying? How you living is in jail. Around a bunch of dudes all day. Dudes working out all day long that ain't never been around no girl. That's what you want to be around? Nah, bro. You got it, bro.
Song called Reap What You Sow, which also falls into my theory. I think Pooh Shiesty has accepted his decisions. Like, he has accepted his fate, and he ain't tripping at all. Because in a song called Reap What You Sow, he rapped, all I asked was the bare minimum. Ninja held his nuts on me, talking about, all I asked was for Gucci to give me this. Because apparently Pooh Shiesty like wanted to stay in the contract, but he just wanted Gucci to give him back his masters, right? Because he felt like he signed an effed up deal. He signed a deal when he...
Okay, I can get that. I can get what you're saying. You want your masters back, but that's not how you go about it, Pooh. Like, never in a million years, people fight about their masters all the time. Nobody getting, you know what I'm saying, right? And that's that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier in the video was Pooh Shiesty, when he first got that deal, he was broke. You know, he was getting money from the streets. So when you first get that few $1 million deal, and then you making money. Once you get out and you get that money and you feel that money, shit change real quick. I'm trying to tell you, shit change real quick. Now all of a sudden it's, man, I need more money. I need this. I need that. Matter of fact, I need my masters. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it don't go like that. Because Gucci gotta go talk to Atlantic to go get your masters back. You know what I'm saying? So Gucci just can't do that. That's a whole process. And the answer is never, let me up Draco on you, rap about it. Let me up Draco on you, record it, make you sign this bogus document, then go and make a song about it, get locked up, and accept my fate that I'm locked up. Like, you didn't win, bro. When was being gangster about losing all the time? Like, when I was coming up, them gangster niggas, they was always talking about getting money and winning and not having to go to work because they winning. It was always about winning and beating the feds. When was the moral of being gangster about losing? I mean, we always know losses come with this shit, but you chasing that shit, that's two different things, bro.
wasn't in a position to really have leverage, but now he's hot. He done gave Gucci Mane a couple platinum records. He done made Gucci Mane millions of dollars, and he just felt like, bruh, yo, if I gave you like damn near like 6, 7, 8 years of an effed up contract, right? Like, bro, I done recouped and over recouped. Yo, you saw me when I was like a little dirty kid, man.
Right.
I gave you a couple platinum records, but bro, just give me back my masters, man. Gucci said, hell nah. Like, I can give you another advance. I can give you you feel me? A bigger advance. Right. Like, I can give you some more money, but I ain't giving you back that, you feel me? Like, back the masters. But we can renegotiate. I give you a higher percentage, but I ain't giving you back the masters. And Pooh Shiesty felt like the masters was the bare minimum. So if you're not trying to give it to me, he goes right here.
And that's how you know somebody is stupid business-wise. All you niggas want to do is shoot and kill people. But nobody want to learn and educate themselves on business. And nobody want to learn and educate this on how the industry that you're getting yourself into works. But niggas be so quick and so fast to go shoot a nigga, to go kill a nigga, to go do something goofy, to go rob somebody, you know what I'm saying? To go make a dumbass song about the shit. But you don't want to educate yourself about business. And that's my biggest problem with some of these niggas. Is how can you go up and load a gun? How can you go up and do all this stupid ass shit, but you can't be a functioning piece of society? You can't get nothing done in your life that's actually fucking successful outside of being retarded and crash out. Like, I don't get that part. You know what I'm saying? You got learn the industry that you in, study that, understand the in and outs on that, get in the game for some time, make more music, and then you start going about, you know, how to get your masters back, how to get more money. But this right here, that's what I'm saying. That's why I got no respect, zero respect for any street nigga that want to be street, because this is stupid. And if you can be a street nigga so bad and up a gun and learn how the gun work and learn, Pooh Shiesty talk about so many guns. I'm like, bro, I don't even know how you keep up with these guns, but you don't know about law at all. You don't know about doing things, reading proper paperwork. You don't know the industry that you work in. You don't even, it sounds like you don't even know who Gucci working for. You know, who you actually signed to. You know, because why you ain't go rob Atlantic? Why you ain't walk up in Atlantic and do that to them? Because that's who owns you. That's who could have honestly gave you your masters right there. And go try that with them and see what happened. They would have threw your ass off the top floor out the window like a movie, nigga. Straight up. So that's the crazy part to me, bro. We gotta stop that shit. Stop promoting like that. That shit is so lame to me. You wanna be the toughest nigga in the world, but you can't figure out how to get your masters back. But you can go take a nigga life. You can go shoot a nigga in his ass. You can go keep a nigga, kidnap a nigga, keep a nigga hot. You can go do all this shit, but you can't break down some paperwork to get your masters. Hell no.
So I took it there. Yeah. F you mean, ninja. I took it there. This is, bro, yo, listen, man. Listen, bro. Yo, Boosie. Because I seen Boosie did like an entire video about, yo, why y'all be solving crimes on YouTube? Bro, we won't be solving crimes, but the rappers be solving crimes, bro. The man says, all I asked was the bare minimum, ninja. He held his nuts on me, so I took it there. Yeah, F you mean. He's saying I'll do it again.
This is crazy.
But there are going to be some people who will see me pointing out these lyrics and call me the police.
In the park eating Popeye selling dope off of Apple Watch. Room, I shook the pen just like I shook the streets. At first you said I was just talking, now all of a sudden you believe in me. I ain't never needed no hoe. Always been what a hoe need. Took the critics, I beat the feds. That shit me. All I asked was the bare minimum. Hell, there's nuts on me. So I took it there. Yeah, you supposed to put hoes on their back. You put your on their feet, especially when they certified. Took their time and they screamed. Never got hoes, never folded, and they putting on for the team.
I gotta admit, what Pooh Shiesty did was dumb. All right, so I don't want to back away from that. What he did was dumb. Kids, do it the legal way. Okay, kids, do it the legal way. But you
That's what I
have to
said.
admit, that's like the most compelling argument for.
Yeah, like I give him that. Like that is the most compelling argument. That's my whole thing. Is okay. It got to be about some type of money. Gucci and I figured it was. And so, you know, Gucci didn't pay him what he feel like he owe him, but that don't give what Pooh Shiesty did was right. Not in the slightest, because there was too many ways to go about it. You did it a way that couldn't work for you anyway. Because even if he said, all right, we just going to leave it alone and not press charges, Atlantic still want their money. You think Gucci finna pay the Pooh Shiesty debt and Pooh Shiesty just up Drake on him and force him out of contract? Gucci man might have been corporate, but he ain't no hoe. Nah, bro, that's not how this go. At all. Y'all, they tripping.
If you were to have an argument for doing something as dumb as Pooh Shiesty did, that's like the most compelling argument I've ever heard. That's understandable. Like, even though what Pooh Shiesty did was dumb, even though what he did cannot be defended, I'm not defending it. I'm not defending it, bro. That's the most compelling argument I've heard yet for Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. Yo, he knew he was dealing with a real street. Yo, I went to jail for 5 years, man. He ate, right? He ate good off me. You know, I ain't squeal. I kept it solid. I kept my mouth shut. I ain't complaining about nothing. Man, I came home, man. He's supposed to take care of me, man. You know, and he got to.
I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. Pooh Shiesty went to jail because he went to jail. Gucci man didn't tell him to go to jail. Pooh Shiesty went to jail because he was already rich, robbing white boys and shooting them in the ass outside of a bright green truck, SUV. That's what Pooh Shiesty was doing. That's why Pooh Shiesty went to jail. Then he sat down, and he probably didn't make as much money. He didn't make as much money as he could have if he was free making music. And so he came home, and so now it's Gucci's fault. Gucci supposed to go above and beyond because this nigga can't stop crashing out. Now he robbing me. Look, now he robbing me. Like, come on, bro. It's compelling, but it's still stupid. Because there's no reason in the world that this shit have went down like this. Pooh Shiesty just a crash. He's a career criminal.
Hanging his nuts on me. Nah, man. You only put the you know, like the women on, you know, you put the women on their back, not no gangster.
Because the women outside Glorilla outside trying to get some, not Glow, what's her name? Who else on the 1017? I forgot. But the women outside, at one point, the girls was making money. They was making money. And they was out, they wasn't going to jail. Nigga, your homeboy CEO, Big 30, your homeboy Big 30 didn't do shit. He went to jail. Pooh Shiesty went to jail. 30 dropped a few songs. And even said, everybody listening to females now. I remember he said that shit on social media. And I'm like, man, drop some music. But everybody wanted to hear Shiesty. So, it's crazy.
That's the most compelling argument I think anybody can have. And you can't really argue with Pooh Shiesty. You can't really argue with him. The only thing you'll say is, man, Pooh, you should have went to the courthouse, man. But you can't really argue. He's not lying. He's telling the truth. Right? You can't be hogging all the motion. Come on. He not capping. That's just that's a fact. Gucci was supposed to reward him for being solid, but here's the thing though. Pooh Shiesty thought he was signed to a street ninja. Pooh Shiesty ain't know, bro. It's been 5 years, but you've been going for 5 years, man. Gucci Mane done changed, bro. Gucci ain't no street dude no more, man. Gucci
changed before Pooh went to jail. Gucci been changed. You see what I'm saying? After the 5 years Gucci been out, Gucci definitely is just solidified, you know, that, yeah, like, you know, he out the way. So Pooh Shiesty, excuse me, Pooh Shiesty tweaked regardless. There ain't nothing. Pooh Shiesty's already tweaked out.
It's corporate, right? Gucci is an executive at Atlantic, bruh. Gucci is working for Atlantic, not for you, Shiesty. So Gucci's doing whatever he could do.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Gucci works for Atlantic. So how about you go to Atlantic, you bust down the doors in Atlantic, and you go talk to the people in there with Dracos and videos, and do that to them. And now who wants to sign Pooh Shiesty? You robbing your man. Like, who wants to sign Pooh? I'm sure somebody's gonna risk it. But every time y'all meet, they might have 12 armed security. Because you can't be trusted.
To make sure Atlantic make more money so he can make more money. He not
Right.
worried about taking care of you. He not worried about rewarding you for being right, like the biggest, most solid street dude on planet Earth. He made another very compelling argument for why Gucci is flawed. In the song called McLaren Truck, Pooh Shiesty wrote, "Hey, P, quit ball hogging that motion. Turn your members up." Like, come on, like that's
He's not ball hogging y'all. Man, Pooh Shiesty's tweaking, bro.
As like, I'll be real, like that's as clear cut as you can make it, right? That was his model, bro. Like, there's enough money for us all to eat, but it feels like you taking everything for yourself, and you're not really looking out, right? You ain't supposed to treat me like no sucker because I'm solid, and I always kept it solid. That was his mentality. He was expecting.
But how is Gucci treating you like a sucker? How is Gucci treating Pooh Shiesty like a sucker when Pooh Shiesty's the one that keeps crashing out? Pooh Shiesty's treating himself like a sucker. Point blank period. Pooh Shiesty is the reason why niggas ain't turning up. Pooh Shiesty is the reason why he's in the situation he's in. They got nothing to do with Gucci. And this is what I be saying. It be a bunch of grown-ass men raised by a bunch of emotional women. I guess Shiesty had his pops, but I can't tell because it's a bunch of emotional men acting like a bunch of women, and they blame and point the finger on everything and everybody with no accountability. Zero accountability. It's all Gucci fault. Shout out Raising Kanan. One thing Kanan problem was, everything was Rock's fault. And what Jukebox tell him? Hey, man, you can't be a bitch and a gangster at the same time. You can't be worried about your mama and the streets. It's either you or that's it. It's all on you, bro. It's all on you. So that's the moral of the story, bro. A lot of these street niggas, I can't stand that shit. You go do some crazy gangster, some crazy crash out shit, and you got the nerve to blame everybody else. This is why you crashed out. This is why you at. Because the nigga who gave me millions of dollars couldn't give me more and more millions of dollars. Make it make sense, bro. You fucking crash out. But y'all let me know how you feel in the comments, man. On this one, hit that subscribe and like button. I appreciate y'all. We on the road to 500. We almost there. And then we on the road to 1,000. So go ahead and tune in with me, family. Appreciate it.